Hello, folks. How y'all doing? Now, folks, the thing about growing gardens, getting crops growing really well, is that you have to have a certain understanding of the rules, of the fundamental sort of marshaling of organization that's required to get into line with nature, right? You just have to. If you don't, what you do will fail. That's that. Now, the same idea applies equally, probably doubly, to any other human activity. Okay? Political, social, economic, right? Now, generally speaking, and while there are exceptions to this, the general rule is going to be that intelligently thought out activity, sort of planned out on whatever scale, is going to produce better results than haphazard, sort of flying around, fluttering at random activity. Can we all basically agree that that's true? Okay. Now, if you agree that this is true, it seems elementary that almost any other activity, including politics, is going to require this exact sort of organization. Now, generally, with organizations, the kind that are successful have roots in the normal daily people that you wish to include in the organization's activities, of course, lives, their real lives, that add some meaning to their lives, that sort of build upon, the goods in their lives, okay? Or that the sacrifices that the organization entails are worthwhile because they're in the cause of future goods or present goods that are, worthy of these sacrifices, you see? Now, the kind that are unsuccessful are the kind that fester as little subgroups and, sort of degenerate into secret clubs or my secret clubhouse kind of situation, right? That is not successful. Successful is a mass movement based on the hearts and desires of the common people that brings them social benefits, economic benefits, political benefits. That's real organization that's successful. Now that's what real nationalism is about, is this kind of successful mass-based organization based on what real majority white people in the Western world happen to want. This seems elementary, that since the Republican and Democratic parties won't give us what we want, then we need our own organization in this case. Thus, to organize people to make them wish to come from these two parties, we have to have a set of principles or ideas that will make them wish to come to us. The most fundamental of these ideas is that the common good, the life of the people, is more important than any of this liberal individual happiness garbage. From there should be a proclamation of the idea that, honesty, frugality, dedication, you know, respect, these are important values that we value for their own sake because they create a healthy, functional, good society where people have healthy interactions with each other. Okay, that we also value courage, honor, okay, these important things, that these other parties only give lip service to when they're profitable or when they'll get votes. We should promote these as values that should be promoted in the home. For that matter, nationalists should loudly proclaim that we are the defenders of the hearth, the heritage, and the homes of our people against any outside force, whether it be economic, whether it be social, whether it be political, mass immigration, diversity, tolerance. We are the bulwark that will keep them out of the majority people's homes and allow their families to grow in safety. You see, this is a much more positive message than the failed organizations which have degenerated into private clubs push. It's much more positive, and it has the potential to be a mass movement message, the message of people that say, yes, it's important that our will, our wishes, our wants be done, and to hell with all of this liberal mancy-pancy economic garbage. Economies exist to serve the people. The people do the work that creates the economy. That's the truth. That's another pillar that nationalists should stand upon. No, no, no. We'll simply issue the money as we need to as a function of commerce. Simple as that. Interest free greenbacks. Interest free greenbacks. Moreover, nationalists should be firmly upon the idea of accountable leadership, proper leadership with real authority, but accountable leadership. Those who wish to lead have put their head upon the block, and failure has one outcome and one outcome only, and it isn't leaving office. Now, those are real fundamental differences between nationalism and these others. And I believe that if they're pushed forward in the right way, that they can be the basis for a real mass movement where people will say, yes, this is more important to me than this garbage nonsense these two parties, the media, the PC people talk about, and we can actually organize majority whites against diversity, against tolerance, against equality, against all of this evil commie code word gibberish that means against our own demise. That would be the best thing that nationalists could do, the most useful thing they could do. It would surely be more useful than growing carrots. But like growing carrots, getting to this mass movement has rules and they must be understood. And part of it is to become the voice of a mass movement, you must understand the heart and the soul of the people you're speaking for. Thank you.